club in Austin, and I was there from about 4 p.m. to 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 hours. I walked with about 640. House fee was only like $10. I had to tip the, oh shit, I was supposed to tip the manager too, I think. I don't know. I tipped the DJ $10. So, how my night went, it was interesting. Maybe too bright, it's fine. So, it was okay. I drank a decent amount. Damn it, I missed my fucking exit, didn't I? I drank a decent amount, maybe more than I should have. I had 2 Washington apples, which I haven't had a Washington apple in a really long time. It's been a while. I saw, intuition. When I first came in, I didn't have any cash on me. I had some cash in my car, but I didn't have any cash on me. And I found out I needed a tip to about to work, before I started working. So I went to the car, and as soon as I walked out the door, I see this white Maserati pull in, and I was like, that guy. I was like, that's why I didn't bring in I always feel like there's a reason for everything, and I was like, that's why I didn't bring in my money, so I'd see this guy walk in. I have a feeling he was who I was actually supposed to talk to. It's funny how you can get caught up in differences between this person's attractive, so I'll talk to him, versus that guy's gonna pay me. So I saw this guy sit down, and I wanted to go talk to somebody else. This white nerdy guy ended up being a lawyer, real thin. I totally thought he was a tech nerd. No offense to tech nerds, because I love tech nerds, honestly do. But I sit down with this guy, and I see other girls starting to pile on this pack of guys over there, one of which who had the Maserati. And I was like, oh, you should have sat with them. Well, I go to dance for somebody, and as soon as I'm done, I realize everybody from the table is gone except for one guy who happened to be super attractive, and I was like, perfect. So I go up and start talking to him and sit with this guy for a little while. I ended up making like $50 off of him over way too long of a time period. I should not have sat with him for as long as I did, and had I sat with the original guy with the Maserati, I ended up talking to the girl that ended up talking to him, and she was like, yeah, she said he got dances, but I had to push for it a little bit, and I was like, well, that's not a surprise. You have to push for dances in every scenario, otherwise you're not going to get them, most likely. So one of the most interesting things that happened was I see this Asian guy at the bar in the VIP section of the bar, and I'm like, I don't know why, but Asians seem to love me, and I was like, I'd have fun with him. I think he's attractive, and I know he'd like me, which means that I'd have fun with him because I'd be making money. So eventually I end up approaching this guy. He's super receptive, puts his arm around me, starts flirting, he's really happy, blah, blah, blah. And eventually he ends up telling me he's one of the managers there, and I was like, excuse me. And he was like, yeah, let's go get a dance. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna turn down money. I was like, this is new, though. That's new. I think that's the first time I've ever danced for a manager, and we danced for a minute. So we go into a curtain room or whatever, and he has already drank a bottle of Crown Royal, And I'm debating, like, I'm trying to figure out if he's actually serious. Is he actually a manager there or not? I genuinely can't tell. But more and more I'm leaning towards this motherfucker's a manager. Like, if I come back during the day at some point, he's gonna be here. So, that ended up being true. He was a manager. I danced for him for 4 or 5 songs, and he was super cool. We drank a little bit. Very weird. Very surprising scenario. The next guy, wasn't the next guy, but the only other guy I care to talk about. Fuck. Missing my fucking turns. The only other guy that I care to talk about is this Asian guy who ended up being a doctor. And I was trying to convince him to do VIP with me, and he was like, listen, I really just want to give you the money instead. And I was like, well, that's cool, but it'd be a lot more private. And people that say that I just want to give you the money instead, I find that they're not typically serious. They are just trying to waste your time. And they're like, oh, I'd rather give you the money, so let's hang out here on the floor and we'll do a few $20 dances instead of going back to VIP for 30 minutes and giving you like $400 or whatever. It's like, I'd rather just give the club half the money and be guaranteed a couple $100. But I'm glad it didn't happen that way, because he ended up being serious. So we ended up doing a few dances and maybe 6 dances or something like that, and he ended up giving me $300. So he definitely made my night. I made half my fucking money off of one person. It's crazy. If you've never heard of the 80-20 principle, the 80-20 rule, it's no joke. You'll make 80% of your money off of 20% of your customers, and sometimes the odds are like even more so than that, like by a lot, by like a long shot. They're even way more. Like, I made half my fucking money off of one customer basically right before I left too. So anyway, it's amazing how flexible and pliable these clubs are. Like, I went in and this girl was like, so you're here for night shift? And I could have easily said yes. And then instead I said, I'm here for mid shift. It's so easy to get away with shit in these places. Because I was supposed to be working mid shift, and I could have totally ended up staying for night, but man, I'm fucking tired. So, and then I was checking out with the day shift DJ, and he said, you have to tip out night shift DJ too, unless you leave at 9. And I was like, well, I'll fucking leave at 9 then, because I was tired anyway, and whatever. Yeah, I could have stayed, I don't know how much longer, probably a lot longer actually if I wanted to, but I was like, I'll just check out at 9. So I get up to the DJ booth at like exactly 9 o'clock. I asked for my checkout ticket or whatever it is, and this motherfucker bluntly is like, okay, well, you're good to go, but you have to tip out night shift DJ too. And I was like, well, that's not what the day shift DJ told me. He said if I checked out at 9, I didn't have to tip out twice. And I made it clear, like, twice, asshole. Like, you've been here for an hour. I've been here for like 5 hours. Like, I don't fucking owe you anything. So he was like, yeah, but he goes, with mid shift, he goes, you get the best of both day and night. So, and I was like, you weren't here for day shift. Like, you don't know what it was like. Not that it was bad, but I'm just not. I'm sorry. I've spent plenty of time tipping out people that don't deserve to be tipped out, and I'm super over it. So, I don't know. He said some shit. I really don't know what he said. I have no clue what he said. It sounded like a bunch of Charlie Brown womp, womp, womp bullshit to me. And I was like, okay, have a good night, bye. Like, I'm not fucking tipping you, I'm sorry. Day shift DJ told me I didn't have to fucking tip out night shift, and I'm just not, so. Anyway, plus I don't plan on going back there again anyway. I might go back tomorrow, I have no idea. $600 for a day isn't bad. I am debating on if I'm staying in Austin or not. I don't know. All I know right now is I want to shower. And I want some wine. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. Tonight was okay. It was an interesting shift. They didn't give me orientation at all. I didn't know where I was allowed to do floor dances. I didn't know where VIP was. I didn't know where fucking anything was. It was just, okay, well, you're started, so there you go. And then I started. That was it. That was how the whole thing went, so past the cop. Freaks me out. It didn't freak me out, but I'm just looking at my mirror like, Anyway, I'm going. Alright, have a great night. If you went to work tonight, I hope you made a lot of money. If you're going to work tonight, I hope you make a lot of money. If you're being lazy, I understand, but I hope that you change your mind and you get up and go do something because you'll feel better after you do. Anyway, have a good night. Hasta luego. Talk to you later. Ciao.